All right, and we are live here after the first World Cup game. Thank you to all my viewers, subscribers. Thank you for the likes for the last video. My name is Ruben. I am your host for the podcast Winter Wonder Cup. We thank Christian once again for joining us for our first episode. Hope to have him again soon on the show. And let's get right into it. Rumor has it that it should have been 3-0. I will not stop saying that until someone tells me to stop saying that. No. Because of a technicality, that goal was not allowed, or was disallowed, I should say, for a more proper term. I I was watching the game. I wish I could have had some recording or some footage of that. Celebrated with the team with Ener Valencia at the third minute. We all saw it, and for those of you who did not, we'll definitely be discussing in this podcast today. Ener Valencia, definitely the star, the veteran, once again, as I mentioned, at 33 years old, with 35 goals before the match, 37 goals after today's match, and a total of 5 goals in the World Cup for Ecuador. He is definitely in discussion and definitely on the path to be one of the best for the Ecuadorian national football team. His performance was top notch today. The elegance, his positioning, his clinical finish with the header, with the penalty, even the disallowed goal was beautiful. And again, what we came out to see in this World Cup. Now, I will say that Ecuador did dominate the game for the 90 minutes, and the stats will show you. They had possession of the ball over 50% for 90 minutes of the game. Qatar was definitely feeling the pressure of that inaugural match. As I mentioned, it is the first opening match. They are the hosts, and the pressure was definitely too much for the host team. They had moments and little spurs of where they could showcase their talent, but they did not take advantage of those opportunities, and no goals were scored from their part. It was a 2-0 win for Ecuador and a loss for Qatar. Now, this game again is the first game of many of 64 games that we have here at the World Cup Qatar 2022, and we'll be following along one of the most exciting games, one of the most exciting tournaments of this year. We've waited 4 years, and it's felt a little longer than that with everything that's happened. Let's get into the stats again for Ener Valencia. At minute 3, the disallowed goal. Then he comes back with the penalty at minute 16 and scored the penalty with finesse, calm, cool, and collected. And the second goal at minute 31. Ener Valencia comes and seals the deal. He does wish he got that hat trick to again be in the history books of the World Cup. Unfortunately, Qatar, with the frustration, with the pressure, with the desire to not, be outscored and humiliated, they definitely went in on Valencia, and he did suffer an injury that again will be reviewed and discussed in the coming days. Hopefully, he is available for the next game against the Netherlands. We definitely need a finisher, a clinical striker like Ener Valencia to play against the Netherlands team that I will go ahead and introduce. Um, Netherlands, again, the team that is consistent. Back in 2010, made the final, lost 1-0 against Spain. 2014, they lost against Argentina in penalties. 2018, they did their role. But again, as you can see, coming all the way from the past years, you can see that the Netherlands have definitely been a team that are consistent, that are elite, that showcase their talents in the World Cups. But there's also that essence and that part of luck. Like there's talent, hard work, but luck is also something that needs to be on your side when you come to these tournaments. When you're in the moment, when you're under pressure, the whole world is watching. Every play needs to work out perfectly, and you hope that it works out perfectly as much as you trained it, as well as you trained for it to work out. Unfortunately, Netherlands has been one of those teams that have not been able to overcome the luck factor, I could say, because they are full of talent. And with Robin, Van Persie, previous players, and now with the current squad, we have Virgil van Dijk given the opportunity, the 31-year-old defender from Liverpool Football Club in the English Premier League. He has been with the Netherlands since 2015. Unfortunately, he was not able to showcase his talent back in 2014, 2018. Um, 2018, due to injury, he was not able to come and play with the Netherlands. But now he is definitely excited. He has definitely been waiting a long time for this opportunity. With 49 appearances for Netherlands, he has 6 goals. Next, we have Memphis Depay, the forward, the Barcelona man. For a long time, he was the forward for Barcelona. Now we have Lewandowski, the Polish man. But again, he is a clinical number 9, a good finisher with a spell at Lyon and now at Barcelona. At 28 years old, since 2013, in 81 appearances, he does have 42 goals. Our man Memphis Depay, or Depay. Then we have another Barcelona man, Memphis Depay's comrade, Frankie de Jong, our midfielder. At only 25 years of age, the youngster, with 45 appearances and 1 goal since 2018. This is his first time being able to showcase himself and really be a starter for the Netherlands. Then we have Nathan Aki, a defender for Manchester City at 27 years old, with 29 appearances, and 3 goals as a defender. Again, as I mentioned in the first episode of the podcast, being a defender and being able to go ahead and score a goal when it matters, when the ball is stopped, a free kick, corner kick, it's definitely essential and definitely helps you get that win and that victory that is needed. Again, every game, every win, every goal counts here at the World Cup. Lastly, we have our Manchester United man this year, Tyrell uh, Malaysia. His last name, I may have butchered it. He is a defender at 23 years old, and he only has 6 appearances for the Netherlands. So whether or not Louis Van Gaal starts Tyrell, we will see if he starts him. But again, a great defender, a great left back for Manchester United in great form. Definitely has the grit and definitely has the talent and the work put in to play for Netherlands and represent the squad. Ecuador's next game is with Netherlands, so we do hope that Ecuador is able to get at least get 1 point or walk away with another victory. With the way they play today, if they stay consistent, they will continue to go ahead and start. As you may notice today, we don't have anyone joining us as a guest as our first episode. However, we do have here a picture of my dad. Shout out to my dad. Makes me proud to be an Ecuadorian. Unfortunately, my dad is no longer with us. He passed away due to COVID. May he rest in peace. God rest his soul. And this one's for you, Dad. I'm proud to be an Ecuadorian at this time, being able to open up the World Cup and being able to win in the style that we did and the way that we did. And again, we send this one out to you. Finishing with Group A, Senegal. Um, the squad has been hurt because their man, their talent, their star of the team is ruled out of the World Cup. Sadio Mane, the philanthropist, the man who gives what he gains, what he gets, his paycheck, he gives back to his country, building schools, providing for the poor, providing for the community of his country and those in need. Unfortunately, we will not be able to see Sadio Mane showcase his talent at the World Cup this year and this time around. We do have some talented members, however, for Senegal squad. Edouard Mendy, the goalkeeper for Chelsea at 30 years old with 25 appearances for Senegal. And he is part of the squad that did win the Africa Cup against Egypt. We have Abdou Diallo, the right playing for playing for Leipzig, 26 years old, and again he has 18 appearances, 2 goals. He is a defender. We have Khalidou Koualbi, 31 years old, playing for Chelsea, and again 64 appearances for Senegal. Then we have Idrissa Gueye at 33 years old. He is a former PSG member and now current Everton member. 96 appearances with 7 goals, the midfielder. And then we have the 30-year-old uh, Nampalys Mendy, a defensive midfielder playing for Leicester City with 19 appearances for Senegal. Now, again, Senegal losing that star man for their team is definitely gonna provide a low for them, and we will see how they will overcome or fall under pressure because of that. And that concludes all the teams for Group A, right? Ecuador, Qatar, Netherlands, and Senegal. Tomorrow we have the game between Senegal and Netherlands, and we will see how Senegal um, puts up their 22, or I should say 11 starters up to face Netherlands, and we will see the lineup as well for the 11 starters for Netherlands and how well they perform. Um, my pick and my prediction is definitely Netherlands with the win. We'll probably see over 1.5 goals in this match as well. Again, um, the goals will matter in the groups because if it comes down to the teams having the same points, let's say both teams have 6 points, they will choose who moves forward or past the groups with the goal difference, right? So one team may have 6 goals, the other one may have 7. The one with 7 is going to go on to the knockout round. Going on to Group B, which starts tomorrow and ends tomorrow. With the teams that will be playing, we have the U.S. and Wales playing. So we have our U.S. national team, Team USA, versing Gareth Bale and their squad as well, with Ramsey and their players that are still young as well. We have James there, who formerly played for Manchester United, and again, the star man, Gareth Bale, who's just coming off a high, winning the MLS Cup with LAFC. Fun fact, or fun stat, I should say, for Gareth Bale is since he left Spurs, he's been winning championships constantly. Was in that winning team with Real Madrid that won the consecutive Champions League. When he went on loan for Spurs, he didn't win anything that year, but he came back and won again. And then he's been winning. He also won with LAFC over at MLS League in the US. So Gareth Bale may be that Trojan horse or that dark horse for Wales, and may surprise the Team USA. We are rooting for Team USA, and we are hoping that our 26 guys and 11 starters definitely showcase their talent and play the game, and definitely go out and attack, score some goals, and defend. And they find a way to stop that combination between James, Ramsey, and Gareth Bale, one of their top scorers at this time. Um, Before that, though, we will see England against Iran. Again, England with the chance bring football home. What does that mean? England is where football started, right? Um, and since they've won back in 1966, they are looking to add another star to their shirt, another World Cup. At this time, England is a team that has talent, that has stars. Their league, the English Premier League, has provided the most players for the World Cup. As you can also see, that stat has gone out to showcase us. Over 100 players that play in the Premier League are currently representing their respective nations at the World Cup. And that just says a lot for the English Premier League, that's elevated itself over other leagues. Again, Liverpool, Manchester City. We have other uprising teams that are coming and that are well known and that are playing well, and all the players are coming into form. Players for England, right? Harry Kane, Jack Grealish. We have Phil Foden. We have Marcus Rashford from Manchester United. All these players. Raheem Sterling from Chelsea. We have Harry Maguire from Manchester United. We have a bunch of players with a bunch of talent for the England squad that are looking for one dream and one goal to make it to that final. As you can remember from the 2018 World Cup in Russia, they were semifinalists and they could not make it past to the final to face France. However, they did have a great World Cup run, one of their greatest World Cup runs in their history, and they're hoping to have another great one and hopefully make it to that final here out at a Qatar 2022 World Cup. As we saw, they did make it to the Euro final and lost against a team that has not been able to make it to the World Cup, um, which is Italy. So they were runner-ups for the Euro, and they're hoping to be finalists and win it all. However, as you know, my favorite is Argentina, and as you can see, the portrait here, Messi. Let's go Messi. Let's go Argentina. And that does conclude Group B for us with England, Iran, USA, and Wales. England is definitely my favorite to win that game against Iran. Iran with again not that much experience in the World Cup. Again, the stats are not really there for Iran. They will definitely try to defend and come out with the point, but I believe England will have the upper hand in this game and will come out with the win and the 3 points. Between the U.S. and Wales, again, it's a tough match for Team USA. They definitely need to go ahead and shut down the game for Gareth Bale, shut down the game for Aaron Ramsey and James as well, so they can go ahead and get those 3 points. If not, walk away at least with 1 point for Team USA. Thank you all for tuning in. Um, we've gone through Group A, Group B. Group C will continue on Tuesday. And again, the World Cup schedule is 4 games each day throughout the week, right? So with Group C, let me just go ahead and pull that up. We have my favorites, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. I will be posting a live video tomorrow and uploading it, hopefully with the guests on our show as well. But again, our number one guest will always be with us. Um, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Poland. Argentina against Saudi Arabia, we'll go over those stats. Mexico and Poland, we'll go over those stats as well. Again, this podcast is to touch on every team, right? Not just one team, not just the favorite team. We don't want to be biased. We definitely want to be able to have everyone introduced, everyone talked about, and every talent showcased as this tournament should be, right? Not just one team, not just one player, but all the players and all the talent that have been able to be part of this tournament. As you know, there are many players who wanted to be part and are ruled out. So let's go ahead and enjoy the games and go ahead and like and subscribe and stay tuned for the next episode of the Winter Wonder Cup podcast. Thank you to all the YouTubers and YouTube viewers out there. Once again, give a like and subscribe and enjoy this tournament. Enjoy the World Cup. It's definitely exciting. The first game was everything we wanted it to be and more. Take care, guys. Signing off.